everyone, and we are live and in the doghouse with Reverie T-Bone Jones. Want to give a quick shout out to Capco Championship belts and Abdul. Thank you, brother, for all your hard work on my belts that are back here. He's made 3 out of the 6 or whatever I got back here. We're about to introduce our guest. We are going to pop them up right now. I want to introduce to you the United States Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Huck Sawyer, Austin Blackthorn. How you gentlemen doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. Can't complain.
Been a pretty good day.
Can't complain at all.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Huck, you could talk, man. Say hello to the fans out there, brother.
Oh.
All right. Well, we're going to get right into it. Can you both give us a little backstory about how you got broke into the business, how you got started in the wrestling business?
Sure. You want me to go ahead, Huck?
Yeah, you can go first.
Alrighty. So the way I got in, one day I was just talking with a couple friends about it, and I remembered that there was a school that used to be here in Hagerstown, the Superior Pro Wrestling House of Pain. And when I looked it up, I realized that it had moved to Chambersburg, gave them a call, gave it about a week, and then I was signing papers, signed up, and a year later today, actually, I didn't even realize it. A year today, it marks one full year in the business. Wow. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. I feel like I've blinked and my shoulder got a little bit heavier, and here we are now.
For me, about a year and a half ago, I went to a show with a man named Morgus the Maniac. I got to pick his mind for a while, and I just heard all the stories and how much fun he had growing up doing it. So I gave a call to USW Academy. I signed up, and next month will be 11 months. Now I've been in the business officially.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
My shoulders also gotten heavier.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to mention that you're also the former USW heavyweight champion. You were also the heavyweight champion, so you've already accomplished a lot in 11 months. That's impressive, Hawk. I got to point that out, brother. So
I'll get my other belt back soon. Just watch.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's talk about
right
that. Is there a rematch in the works?
Not yet. I think Brian Hardy's a little too scared to come back because he knows he won on a fluke. The rematch will not go down the same. I can promise that.
Fair enough. Now, Austin, can you tell us some more about the House of Pain and the workout regimen and the training you did there?
Yeah, absolutely. So House of Pain is based out of Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Definitely a lot better than West Virginia. So anytime I'm happy to go there, I'm more than happy. Yeah, the head trainers there are a couple of the best, one of the best tag teams in the area. They're, the Radical Stars. They're well known in the area. And then we also got Tremor, who is one of the people that I really look up to. The Radical Stars, unfortunately, couldn't get the job done against me and my former partner back in March. And that's how I ended up with these. But, the workouts, it's typically 2 potentially 3 times a week. Workouts, your standardized training, learning the basics and bumping and feeding and promos, and they really help with character work. That's the biggest thing. So
sounds like an awesome place to train. Huck,
it sure is.
Huck, I got to ask you, tell us more about the USW Academy. I've been watching the YouTube videos and everything and trying to keep up with it.
USW Academy is based out of Baltimore, Maryland. So Brian Hardy is the trainer. Our workout, we usually go about 3 times a week, sometimes on Saturdays as well. Just also the basics, entrances, promos. We get ring time all the time, just bump and feed, as also what Austin said. And then a lot of cool people you learn. You get to meet a lot of people, and then we get a lot of new guest star trainers coming in as well. At least one a week, or at least one every 2 weeks. So it's very cool to pick their mind when you have the chance.
That's awesome. Sounds like a very good place to be too. So, all you young people out there, there's 2 wrestling schools right there. If you're in either area, there you go. Check them out. Get hooked up and get trained properly by professionals that know what they're doing. We're gonna move on. Um, the next question I have for you guys: you guys are still a young tag team in the business, about a year or so in, and you've already, both of you have accomplished so much. Where do both of you see yourself in 5 years, with or without being a tag team or individually? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
So for me, I think in 5 years, I mean, to win these tag team titles for as long as possible. So the NBA lingo, or if you know who LeBron James is, but we're not looking at 1 year's worth of defenses. We're not looking at 2 years, not 3, not 4, not 5. As many years as we can hold these belts, we're going to do so. So we'll take on any challenger. It doesn't matter. Anywhere in the world, we'll defend these belts.
100%. There's no one in the world that can beat us for these.
Exactly.
So that's the same answer for you, Huck?
Yes.
Okay.
There's no one in the world that are big enough and bad enough to beat us for these belts. They can try. We'll cut them down pretty fast.
You guys are a pretty
Exactly.
bad tag team. I was in the ring refereeing both those matches you both were in July 13th, and I can tell you from experience that you both are big, bad individuals.
I mean, I even laid my hands on you. I had to set you straight. You know, I know you're deaf in one ear. It's okay. Like, you can. I had to talk into your good ear to have you listen. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, I apologize. And listen, I'm fixing that in a couple weeks. I have hearing aids. This old dog's getting
Oh,
hearing aids.
geez. I hope so. Hey, will it fix your eyesight as well? You going to go see an eye doctor as well?
Yeah. I'm working on getting glasses. I am. This eye's 4 surgeries, it's a little messed up.
Is that why you didn't see Jonathan Cross' left hook coming? Is that
That's
what it was?
that's exactly it. We've already had that discussion. Me and Jonathan's had that discussion several times. Your managers, both y'all manage. He's a very classy gentleman, but he's also an asshole.
Whoa, come on now. We can't be calling my manager an asshole
I
like
said
that. What
he's
are
a
we doing
classy
here?
gentleman. I gave him a compliment before. I meant no disrespect, but he did hit me. You know what I mean? I have a right to be a little upset.
I mean, I was standing right there. You absolutely deserved it. You were trying to do a fast count for Brian Hardy.
1, 2, and before I could even get the 3, pulled me out of the ring, man. Like what?
Exactly, because you were trying to do a fast count. You were trying to cheat our team out of a victory.
I wasn't trying to cheat anybody, but listen, we have 4 people watching.
All right, T-Bone, come on. Next question. Let's go. Come on.
Okay.
Keep it
we
moving.
got 4 people. Listen, we got 4 people watching. I wanted to throw it out there and ask if they wanted to type in a question, if they want to ask you gentlemen any questions about your tag team titles or your reign. Oh, Adam Armstrong, right out the gate. Both of you are still young and have very bright futures. Austin is half of the first ever U.S. tag team champions, and Huck is the very first double champion in USW. Only up for those 2. I can't really see the last. Yeah, only up for
See,
those
this is why you
2.
need glasses.
So he's giving you guys compliments, and he is right. You
That's our
guys,
boy, Double A.
yeah,
Boy.
Double A putting you guys over big time. Um, Owen Hardy, our Huck and Austin first defense gonna go as well as Huck's first match with the heavyweight title. Sorry, I'm a little blind. I'm trying to read. Did you get the question? He asked, was your guys' first title defense gonna be like Huck's first title defense?
No.
I mean, here's the thing. Owen Hardy, first of all, I'll give him his flowers, okay? He did a cool little flip off the top rope, caught us off guard. Cool, way to go. Owen, what's the status for October 5th? What's the status? Where are you going to be at? Are you going to be sitting and watching us defend our tag team titles? What's the status? Nobody knows. So, no. The answer to the question, no. The first defense is not going to be like Huck's first defense with the heavyweight title, which, let's be honest here, it was a fluke win by Brian Hardy anyways. And just plain and simple, Huck's got me now. We're good. We're going to be solid, you know? The first time we tagged, it was a little awkward, but we've been working on a lot behind the scenes. We've been talking. We've been in the ring with each other, you know? He showed me how to chop trees. I've showed him how to dress. Like, we're working on it, okay? We're working on becoming a team. So, no, we're not going to have any issues come October 5th, plain and simple.
Okay. Adam Armstrong says, someone give this man some glasses, which, I'm working on it, Adam. I promise I'm working on it. My next question for you gentlemen
Glasses, a
is,
hearing aid.
what is it? Sorry.
Exactly. You just proved my point. Continue.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. My next question is, when you guys won the tag team titles together on July 13th, how did it feel beating such a decorated tag team as Mount Kilpis?
You know, for me, I was taken aback. That bastard Adrian Hall decides that I have to defend my tag team champ. First of all, let's rewind a little bit. You raised my hand victorious via forfeit after somehow the Radical Stars ended up in a hospital and couldn't successfully make it to the ring on time. That's neither here nor there. I shouldn't have had to defend my tag team title. Luckily, right before walking out the curtain, I saw the manager champions, Jonathan Cross. And what better way to introduce the manager champions than signing the deal with him to make him my manager? And boy, oh boy, I'm glad I did, because the simple fact that Adrian Hall tried to screw me, just like he tried to screw me back in March out of my titles, plain and simple, it was just the absolute scumbag of the earth thing to do. And to have to go up against Mount Kilpis, I mean, first of all, Calpis, they both smell the same. So that big bastard Paulie, I never want to see him ever again. First of all, they were both trying to eat my title. I don't appreciate that. And then I get the notice that I have to defend my belts against them. Luckily, I have Huck and the manager of champions, Jonathan Cross, come out. I was more than welcome to take him on one-on-one too. But the fact that I had Huck there just solidified. I knew in the back of my mind we were walking out new and still USW tag team champion. So end of the day, I was here for it. It didn't matter. They pushed us to our limits, but a little bit of sometimes you got to cheat to get what you want. I mean, your back was turned. It doesn't matter.
So you're saying what I don't see doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, It's mine
Exactly.
never
Hear no evil,
matter.
see
I
no
don't
evil.
see
You'll
it.
be
It
all right.
doesn't matter.
I mean, you definitely ain't seeing it because you have about 120 vision, and then you definitely ain't hearing it because you only got half of near. So it doesn't matter.
Hey, I do my best out there. I do miss some things. You know, it is what it is. I can't.
I mean, at this
four
point, I'm just
places
gonna
at
keep using it
once.
to my advantage.
What? Sorry.
What? At this point, I'm gonna just keep using it to my advantage. I'm just gonna. If you can't hear and you can't see, I'm just gonna use it to my advantage.
I'm gonna fix that before October 5th. The hearing aids will be.
Well, I'll just rip your hearing aids out, old man, and then what? I'm gonna throw it across the room. Then what are you gonna do?
Well, yeah, we'll find out. We'll see. I'll disqualify you for putting your hands on an official.
And still, it doesn't matter. Belt can't change hands via disqualification, old man.
We'll talk to Adrian Hall and see if we can make something where if you get.
Oh, now you're trying to screw me. Okay,
I'm not
whatever.
trying to screw you. I'm trying to make sure the fans get the best outcome of a good wrestling matches. But anyways, Adam, I mean, I wish you best of luck, and I hope it's right down the middle. You know, I hope you guys try to keep the belts fair and square. I don't want to see anybody lose their belts. I don't wish. I'm a referee. I'm an impartial referee. I don't want to see anybody lose or anything. But it's an athletic competition, and that's what we're there for. Is for somebody to get their hand raised, and you guys are the tag champions, and usually when you're in the champions, you got the champions advantage with that disqualifications and count outs and stuff like that. And having Jonathan Cross in your corner definitely helped. But Adam,
I'm going to go ahead and let you know now. October 5th, we won't need a disqualification. We won't need any assistance from Jonathan Cross.
Well, he's not going to be
Me and
there.
Huck. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He won't be there. I know he won't. Duh.
You know,
I know my manager's not going to be there. Hence why I said we won't need any assistance from him.
I was just letting our fans know that he wouldn't be there because he is suspended.
Okay.
He is suspended for putting his hands on an official. Myself,
rightfully so. He definitely was fully in the right to put his hands on an official. But Huck and I are going to walk out still tag team champions, not via disqualification. We will, in fact, pin whoever decides to step up to our challenge.
Huck, you want to add anything?
Well, here, I'll give you my opinion on our last match because Austin got to talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
I said Jonathan Cross came out to my ranch in Kentucky, and he came to sign me. And at first, I said no. But let me say, that man has money, and money does talk. So I came to that show, and I was supposed to be signed as the heavyweight champion. But last minute, he put me out there with Austin, and we utterly destroyed them. And we're going to do that to any team that comes against us, ever. We're not losing these anytime soon.
Okay, well, since
he's right. Money does talk.
Since you brought that up,
he's right. Money talks.
Since you brought that up, I got to ask the question. You wrestling for the tag titles earlier in the night before your title defense against Brian Hardy, is that what cost you your title? Were you already wore down from the tag match that you couldn't defend your heavyweight title?
Like we said before, it was a fluke. Nothing wears me down.
This man chops trees for a living. You think that he gets winded from a couple of tag moves? You think he gets winded that easily?
I could beat Brian Hardy 9 out of 10 times any day of the week.
Okay.
Exactly.
Just a bad timing.
Sun's gotta shine on a dog's ass every now and then, right?
Yes.
Well, we got Adam Armstrong in the group saying Jonathan Cross is the man, and we will get the USW heavyweight title back. Adam Armstrong also said Adrian Hall sucks. And then he said, and so does T-Bone. Then he said T-Bone is always screwing people. And then Adam said again, They are now and forever the tag champions of the United States Wrestling. And then he said again, you're the reason Huck isn't the USW heavyweight champion. He's blaming me on Brian Hardy pinning your shoulders to the mat for a 3 count. How's that my fault?
Actually, yeah, let's talk about that real quick. So you decided because for whatever reason, I don't know if it's because Adrian Hall offered you a little bit more pay so you can go buy another championship or a couple wrestling figures, because he damn sure didn't upgrade your inner. I don't know what happened, but you were the ref for all the matches. You were the one man army. Are you sure that you weren't worn down by that match? Because I'm 95% positive. If we go back and watch, I think Huck's shoulder was up.
I went back and watched the tape. His shoulder wasn't up, but yes, I was wore down. There was a lot of action going on, and I was everywhere. And by the end of the night, I got punched in the face and everything. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little tired. You put me out there 6 matches, 7 matches deep in that heat with all those fans, and Polly hugging on me at the beginning of the show, getting his sweat all over me. It was a good show, but and I had a lot of fun, but I was wore out by the end of the night. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I definitely think I had Brian Hardy outside after I slammed on some loser's car.
Yeah, that was insane.
Scary for
I
me.
think you slow counted. That should have
No,
been 1, 2, 3.
I don't think I did. But that was scary for me. I was worried that you guys were going to get seriously hurt out there, putting each other through cars and everything. Like, that was wild. If the fans have not seen it, go back on my channel. It's in my playlist and everything on the USW matches, and watch that match with Huck and Brian. That is a classic. One hell of a match. I give you both props on that one. Your guys' tag win was a good one too, because I'm a big Mount Kilpis fan. Always have been, always will be. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So for you guys to win over them was big for me. I love the fact that you guys are a tag team. I think you guys are going to do awesome together in the future. I wish you nothing but the best, even though, Austin, you're kind of a prick to me a little bit.
Hey, man, you deserve everything that comes out of my mouth. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm glad you give us our flowers. But, yeah, I mean, one day if Mount Kilpis ever decides to crawl back on over to USW and hug the fans and hug their way back into the tag team division, we'll be more than happy to hand them another L.
So you're saying that you would like to take them on October 5th, or do you want a new set of challenges?
So, end of the day, right? We're the tag team champs. We'll take on any challenger. However, they don't deserve another attempt right now. Like, we just beat them. It's just like beating a dead horse, I'd rather them go back, watch some film, try to get a little bit better, and then maybe, just maybe, they can come back and try to beat us. But, all the film, all the training, still not going to help.
I don't know what you mean by a little bit better. They need to get a lot better.
That's fair.
Wow. Lacey Hardy said, Huck and Austin suck. And Owen said T-Bone is the Iron Man of USW. Well, thank you, Owen. I appreciate that. And then Adam Armstrong said Austin and Huck are putting all the tag teams on notice. So if you're out there and you're a tag team on the indie circuit and you want a shot at these belts, these boys are saying, come get it.
Absolutely.
All right, gentlemen. Well, we're 24 minutes in. Do you guys have anything you guys want to say to the fans before we part ways? I told you I wouldn't keep you long because it is kind of late and everybody's got to work tomorrow. Or at least I do anyway.
I mean, You know, as much shit as I've given you this whole time, you know, thank you for having us. It is a pleasure. So how do we get paid for this? Because you know, our time isn't free.
Oh,
You gonna
wow, I
afford the
didn't know I
check?
had to pay you.
Cash?
I didn't
I need cash.
wet the cash app you.
All right, that's fine. Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, PayPal.
All right.
I'm sure we can do MetaPay. We'll figure it out after we get off here. If not, you might as well not show up October 5th.
You gonna
This
beat
isn't
me up
funny. We're not
October 5th?
joking. What are we laughing for?
All right. All right. Well, we'll talk to
All
you.
right.
We got
All right.
hang on. We got other people in the comment section here now. Lacey Hardy just came back with the Kentucky Backwood Brawl was a crazy match, but honestly, Huck couldn't get it done then. And then Owen said, we know they aren't putting the single stars on notice. Just check the records. Oh. And then Lacey said, Jeremy, Dad said, check your messages for a live announcement. Oh, shit. I got a live announcement, breaking news. Let me check my messages.
Oh, every minute we're here, this timer's going up.
Okay,
You're gonna be
hang
sending.
on. Here's the announcement. The USW Tag Team Champions, Huck Sawyer and Austin Blackthorn, at the 35th annual. I cannot pronounce this. Latham Fair and Latham Heights, Maryland, on September 28th at 9 a.m. noon, 9 a.m. to noon, and just announced for later that evening in Carneysville, West Virginia, at ATCW, Austin Blackthorn versus Brian Hardy.
What?
That is breaking news. You will be taking on Brian Hardy at ATCW on September 28th.
An easy win for Austin. He has it in the bag.
My question is the USW title going to be on the line?
Probably not. He's too scared to defend it anyways. So he's got to beat up on older talent in the area. So, you know, he's too scared to defend it against me in USW. So chances are ATCW, he's not going to defend it. But, you know, I'm just going to have to put Old Yeller down. ATCW, it's on. Brian Hardy, I'm here for it. Be ready. Because you ain't going to make it to – I know what you want. I know what you want. You want AK. You want the ATCW heavyweight title back. You ain't going to make it to AK. Plain and simple. You're not making it. I'm going to have to put Old Yeller down.
Adam Armstrong said, who is making these matches? It's not me. Brian Hardy gave me the announcement to make. I have no control over any of these matches. I'm just a referee. I'm not making anything. I'm just making the announcement as I'm giving. Breaking the news, I guess. Huck,
I can barely see him.
I got one more question for Huck. You being as young as you are in the business and winning the USW title, that must have meant a lot to you. What did that mean to you to hold that title?
It meant everything. I came in here to show everyone that no one in this company was man enough to fight me. I'm still here to prove that. I'm going to get it back. I'm going to have one on each shoulder soon.
And I wish you the best of luck with that, brother. I really do. I want to see all the young talent make it big in this business. I want to see everybody get their comeuppance, especially the guys that are putting in the work. And you both are putting in the work. I'm very proud to have you on my show. It was a true honor and pleasure for me. I appreciate your time. If there's anybody in the comments that wants to ask one more or two more questions before we get off here, go ahead and shoot. And we already have one. William said, "Who's the better wrestler, Huck or Austin?" Oh, William asked.
You know, it's up for debate, obviously, but we each have our strengths. He's very much so the powerhouse of the group, whereas I'm the more speed and technical. So you can classify it by categories. However, I view us both on an equal pedestal as we both are the tag team champions. So in each category, we both specialize something, but at the end of the day, Huck and I, we're going to use those categories and still defend these tag team champions.
And if you think about it, you guys got the dynamic of like a new generation of the Hart Foundation. Huck is the anvil, and you is the Bret Hart of the group, the speed and the technical, and Huck is the
Don't compare me to Bret Hart.
Oh, I'm talking like the '80s. I'm talking like '85 Bret Hart, the bad guy Bret Hart.
Dude, I wasn't even around in '85. Why are you bringing up the past?
Because that's great tag team wrestling. To go into the future, you must know about your past, or you're bound to repeat your past. So
Okay.
you need
Are you trying to drop knowledge on me right now, T-Bone?
Yeah.
Are you trying to drop knowledge
Yeah,
and wisdom
yeah.
on
I'm
me?
trying to drop wrestling knowledge on you. The Hart
Alrighty, man.
Foundation is
Sure.
one of the greatest tag teams ever to be in the business. Ask Brian Hardy; he'll tell you about it.
Whoa, we are the greatest tag team to be in the business.
Exactly.
That's why I compared you to those two. They were a great tag team for their era, and you guys are the new variation of that, with Huck being the brute powerhouse like Anvil, and you being the speed and technical ability like Bret Hart, Austin. I'm just giving you guys props, man. Lacey Hardy said,
Thank you for that. I appreciate
"You're
that.
welcome. You're welcome, sir." Lacey Hardy said, "Who would be a dream opponent to wrestle as a tag team or singles for both of you?" Go ahead.
For me, growing up, like I always imagined wrestling the Hardy Boys, and not the Brian Hardy Boys. I'm talking Matt and Jeff. Uh, they would absolutely be a dream opponent for me. Growing up, just I um, always just enjoyed their matches. You know, the crazy death-defying stunts, the swantons off the ladder. I remember being 8 years old, doing a front flip off my bunk bed onto the wooden floor of my bedroom and realizing that this shit ain't a joke. So, yeah.
I think for singles, I'd have to go with Undertaker. I want to see who has the better choke slam.
All right. I respect it.
I would like that. That would be a good match. I would. Adam Armstrong down there says those old heads love talking past. We only talk about the future, and that is Austin and Huck.
Attaboy, double A, attaboy.
I
There's a
agree
reason
with
why
you.
it's past, baby.
I agree with you, but there has to be comparisons to made to what you guys are to the past, because every sport, it's like saying, well, we don't compare LeBron to Michael because everybody does, or don't compare Ali to Tyson. Everybody does. You know what I mean? Like it's just that's why I brought up the Hearts. You guys have that kind of, you know, they had the speed and technical guy, and they had the anvil. So that's what I pretty much gave you guys. I wasn't trying to offend anybody, including Adam Armstrong. I like you, Double A. It was a pleasure having you on a couple weeks ago. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to call it a night. We're almost 35 minutes in. I told you I wouldn't keep you long. I appreciate you guys so much. If you guys hang on after the live stream, I'll tell you good night. I'm going to tell the fans good night right now. Everybody have a good night. Talk to you later. Huck, you guys want to say goodbye?
See you at the show.
Yes, sir. October 5th, USW.
Yes.
See us there.
Let's talk about that real quick. October 5th, USW Monsters Bash, Elmore, West Virginia. You get tickets through the Facebook account. If you go on there to the event page, look up USW Monsters Bash. I'll put it in the comments of the description, or I'll put it in the description of this video when I go back and put in the tags and everything, so you guys can get to the link to get to the tickets to get to the show. Y'all have a great night. God bless. T-Bone's out. Gentlemen, hang on for a second.